Opondo, government spokesman, the Minister of Information, who is your boss, has said that disregard CDF comments, that these are, what did he say, banter and so on. So, government spokesman of Uganda, you explain further because we have you live.
You said, well, I haven't had time to confer with the Honorable Muhoozi. Yes, I think
you are not on my.
Yes, I think first of all, the Twitter handle, the X handle of CDF Muhoozi states specifically that this is the Twitter handle of the CDF, and therefore you cannot say that it should be treated as casual. In that respect, I disagree with my minister. It is not usual for the office of the CDF anywhere in the world to treat any matter of public interest casually.
Opondo can speak on this matter alone.
Yes. Nowhere in the world have we seen a CDF or Inspector General of Police or Chief of Intelligence doing these sorts of things. It is a matter of concern. I hope my young brother, the CDF, is listening and is taking concern that he ought to step back on the ways of communication, because not many people will say so publicly, but they are concerned. And that's why you see many people are dodging. When you ask them, they are dodging. Because he's putting them into difficult situations. Difficult situation, yes, but it ought to be confronted.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me start with now. Museveni has he has put his hand up. Namfi, your minute is now. Your minute, 1 minute.
Ssemujju has banning.
No. Nafka, your minute is now. 1 minute. You know these people who bang tables. Well, they can't be the last ones to speak.
Oscar,
So you are now saying
what are you asking about a certain minister?
Yes.
He's a minister now?
No, Minister
Well,
Baryomunsi said
Yes.
that this was just banter.
Yes.
So
Banter.
yeah.
Yes.
Poor Baryomunsi. He has to come and say things. I'm sure he was lost for words and had to come up with something, and then went and
Robert Kunda has
some
warned you, don't
whiskey.
talk about people who are not here.
No. You've asked about him.
Oh, I've asked about him.
But I don't know when we are going to face the reality of a certain particular, the mental state of a certain particular person. And I don't know whether the parents of this person, you see,
Oscar, you're
asking.
No, but I don't want that direction of you being a medical doctor
Oscar,
or so on.
When I was the way you started directing how we think.
You are not a medical doctor, so.
No, we are not a medical
continue.
doctor.
What's your opinion
And
on your opinion on the tweets themselves and the Minister
on the
of
tweets.
Information?
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know when
Stick to that.
the state is going to deal comprehensively with the tone
Of the CDF.
of the of the tweets of the CDF.
Okay.
Because Oscar, we can all run away from the elephant in the room, but the truth is it's creating more problems than we need at the moment as a country. We don't need problems with our neighboring country, and this is not the first, second or third time this is happening. The rumblings on that particular Twitter handle have to be addressed now, because we may end up in a situation where we walk the country into a diplomatic crisis, and yet we have better things to do with.
The reason I'm stopping you
we should be
because
discussing.
we just don't have the time.
No,
we don't have the time.
Okay.
Honorable Ssemujju? Yes, you're 1 minute now.
Oh, we don't have time.
You see, Oscar, for me, I thought issues of defense, you need to create time. We discuss this matter. It's a big problem.
Okay.
My father.
And we can invite you parliamentarians.
My father was
Honorable Puga said
was very strict. We received each box. When he became old, people who follow us, he would even call them and they just walk away. We must understand why all this is happening, the context of this. You have an 80-year-old man who thinks the country must be run by his family as a right. The wife can take education, the son can take defense, the brother can take wealth creation.
I knew
for me, Oscar, that is the problem, not the tweets. Because Museveni understands his family better. The wife who stopped in senior 3 is the Minister for Education.
Exactly.
And we put up with that. You see, we can pretend Oscar about this, but these guys are messy. These guys are messy.
A son who can hardly string sentences together.
Okay.
I mean, he makes a mistake today. You call Kenya to say sorry. He attacks Ethiopia. They are harassing our diplomat.
Exactly.
And for you continue thinking that that's the right choice to run defense in a country, and the public is paying money for
your 1 minute.
I thought I was just starting.
No. No, sir.
The topic seriously needs to have a little more time.
For now, it's 1 minute each.
And it should.
For now, it is 1 minute each.
We are in total mayhem.
Yeah.
Because of what the Minister of Information calls banter, and all of us here do agree that a country that has a CDF that throws banter, dangerous banter at our neighbors is not,
And threatening to arrest
and stuff like that. It doesn't augur well with us.
But we voted Semakad
as an image, and that's why we need probably
language.
So I think like Oo said, hopefully this is being handled at a higher level, but I am very sure there is nothing happening there.
Okay.
Because this hasn't been the first time, it's not the second time, it's not the third time. And I am happy. I wish Oo can also release a statement as government spokesperson about what he has just said.
Okay. Robert, and there's been a document going around with South Sudan requesting for an apology. My best response shouldn't be answer was from Alan Kasuja, who responded. We'll try and find Kasuja's response to this. But your 1 minute is now, Robert Kironda.
This is obviously a sensitive topic on which all Ugandans of both good and bad will.
You can see how quickly I removed the microphone from Namfi and Ssemujju. But he was just, but he hasn't even had 30 seconds. But it is your 1 minute, Robert, go on.
But they've already taken 30 seconds of my 1 minute.
I'll add it.
By his invitation. I was saying that this is obviously a sensitive topic on which all Ugandans of both good and bad will are deeply concerned. The interesting development for me, the uninteresting development is that you have the chief government spokesperson and the minister and his minister on opposite sides. All I would say on this matter is they've disagreed.
Okay.
All I would say on this matter is that I think government should take a formal, definitive position.
Okay.
Such that we stop speculating on it. Because OO has raised critical issues. A CDF, even when he banters, must be taken seriously.
Okay.
It's that simple. That is one of those offices in this country which...
Thank you. Lydia,
even their
banter
1 minute is serious business.
You know, I should be commended for moderating this show today.
Yes.
Even changing Robert's language to disagreement, not opposition.
Yeah. So, like Mfuga said about his teachers, I also have I'm going to stop, but with the mind that I have a conflict of interest because I work with the UPDF, and the CDF. The CDF is ideally my boss who signs the tasks I do in official capacity. But like Oo has said, let me give an example. I'm the national chairperson of the NRM Women's League in Uganda. So it's very difficult for me to say now I'm talking as Lydia, and then also I'm talking, especially on matters of women and politics. It's like you wear the office, and we should be very
but you're
sensitive.
Also sick. You're
we should be very sensitive and alive to that reality. So I think that the Minister for Information was maybe
He was fumigating.
he gave a message so that maybe the UPDF spokesperson can come out and talk. I don't know, but the official Twitter of the CDF, he has not been able to differentiate that now this is the CDF of Muhoozi of PLU, and this is the CDF. This is the Twitter of Muhoozi, the CDF. It is one, and it's officially. Actually, it's also the special presidential advisor on special operations, the CPA. So all those titles are on his tweet account.
Okay.
And what I have noticed since he took office is also he's doing a lot of diplomatic engagements. I don't know that the rest of you have noticed that. He also actually doubles like more or less like he engages almost at the level of a Minister of Foreign Affairs, because he's meeting diplomatic missions. So I think that yes, Lydia, but that's allowed. It's allowed because foreign affairs and defense, we have defense foreign policy. Yeah. So I hope that these are lessons out there. We should be more sensitive.
We have 2 more people and we are out of time. Honorable Mpuga.
You've given away my time.
No, you did more than 1 minute.
Yeah. I think General Muhoozi is democratizing the confusion in the ruling group.
He's doing what?
Democratizing the confusion.
Yeah, he's democratizing it such that it's not a preserve of ministers and other officers. He was missing out on the confusion, so he's joined the fray, and he's making it democratic such that everyone is part of it. When Nanthi was trolling me about the tweets he made about me, he did not observe the confusion in his head he's talking about here. So you speak about Muhoozi, so you can see how the confusion is now all over. But I'm happy to say that that's the reason why we must speak about the future of this country. Okay. If Muhoozi is the worst case scenario after his father, then this country is in deep trouble. And therefore, we must speak as to the suppositions.
Your minute has ended.
But finally, for me, Oscar, let me sign out because I was a subject as I sign out.
Yeah. If you complete in half a minute. Yeah.
Half a minute. I'm happy to be here to share and listen to the idiosyncrasies that informed before I came here, the narratives shared on this platform. I hope the ghost can rest, including inviting my brother Derek. To be a journalist, because if politics has gone wrong, and even media has serious issues.
Honorable Katuntu, the final minute that we've been allowed.
Does a head of the army banter? No. The head of the army is leading a very, very sensitive group of people. He's the overall commander. You see, whatever comes out of him should be policy, should be command, should be guidance. Because under him, he has thousands of people up to a corporal or private level who should be waiting for guidance and command from him. If, for example, a divisional commander writes a tweet like what we've seen, what message will it be going to the officers and men? I mean, we're in quite a very unfortunate situation. And the earlier people who are close to the UPDF boss tell him that, look here, this office you now hold, there are things which you cannot do. Because, and let me tell you as I end, foreign relations, diplomacy is so intricate that in most cases, it is handled professionally. For those of us who value professionalism, we get concerned when we see this sort of what my brother Variomus calls banter. But I have also to excuse the Chris. What could he have said? Indeed. Anyway?